Hello, Evan Rain here, working in the garden here today. We got a couple things we're hopefully going to be working on. I want to get the Rototiller out and Rototill this entire garden up. My dad was here once already with the large Rototiller here. That was, I think, like 2 weeks ago now, one. And he went through this once already. He took down all the cover crop we had out over winter, which was mostly on that side over there, one, which I'd say that turned out pretty good. We'll see once if that makes any difference over the year or not. The cover crop on this side, yeah, we kind of planted it just a little bit too late, so there wasn't really a whole lot. Also, when we expanded the garden here this year as well, so it used to be the edge by those stakes over there where the raspberries are at, and we bumped this out a whole nother, oh, I don't know, what it's maybe a good, yeah, 10, 15 feet or so of them. So it's quite a bit wider than it was. Our intentions are to take the rows of strawberries that are over there once they're done this year and move them over to this section. So this will be our strawberries over here. That is the tentative plan anyway. And then we'll leave the beans, the corn, the potatoes all out over in that part of the garden. So the garden's going to be bigger this year. Like I said, I want to run the Rototill through this oven, just work it up here again. If you can see, some of the grass is starting to come back. So I just want to get the Rototill in there and work that up. Just to make sure that's all knocked down as much as possible. And then if you can see over there, one, we got a whole pile of stakes to put around this garden, because one of the big problems we had last year was varmints, particularly groundhogs and, I don't know, rabbits, even the cats. Yeah, I'm pointing at you. Come back here. Even the cats, you know, cats are kind of destructive on the garden, especially when the plants are really small. Once the plants are established, they're fine, everyone, but yeah, when the plants are small, the cats can definitely do some damage. So hopefully we're going to put in some sort of fence. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to look like here yet, everyone. The big reason, well, let's put it this way. The hard part about the fence, everyone, is we get in here with a tractor, big Rototill, even the other smaller Rototill one. You know, if I put a fence all the way around this, I still need access with preferably the tractor and big Rototiller as well as the small Rototillers. So yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to do the fence in a way that I can still have easy access to this and still have a fence around it. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet. So anyway, we're going to go grab the small Rototill one. I might switch to the GoPro camera, as much as I hate the GoPro. We'll see once if we actually get any good video off it. And we're going to get the Rototiller out. Okay, well, it's actually been a couple of days here since the last part of this video here. We kind of got rained out while rototilling here. I was hoping to actually do some more work in here, but it just started raining. And yeah, of course, I'm in garden work, fresh dirt, rain. Yeah, things get muddy kind of quick, right? So did finish rototilling there before it really started raining, though, so that's good. Probably actually going to see if I can maybe rototill this here again. I mean, at least this portion right here, because again, I mean, this is all fresh, freshly worked up here. It was lawn just like this here, so I want to make sure I keep working this in and try to get it as worked up as possible. That part of the garden over there is great. Nothing wrong with that over there. Also, I don't know if you folks can tell the difference here between like the first part of this clip, looking at like the raspberries and maybe even the strawberries to some extent. Stuff has really started greening up here the last couple of days, so looking really good. Anyway, I think we're going to start maybe hammering in some stakes around the corners here, and then we'll kind of maybe figure out some spacing here. Again, my next door neighbor here gave us a bunch of stakes, so we're just going to kind of figure this out and put some stakes in here in a minute. Okay, well, slight change of plans here. I forgot before I put these stakes up, I wanted to take the ripper here. That's why I'm sitting in the tractor at the moment, and I'm going to rip along the edge of the garden here. We got trees all around the garden, and there's probably not a whole lot worse for a garden than trees, other than maybe the varmints, everyone. But so we're just going to rip along here, make sure there's no roots, at least sizable roots anyway, that are coming from the trees over here or the trees over there. And I know there's some from those trees over there that are coming into this garden here. We're just going to kind of hopefully I cut those off with the ripper, at least any of the shallower ones anyway. So yeah, we got the John Deere 2510 fired up, everyone. I got the ripper on the back there. Hopefully you can see that. And at least, well, hello, cat. What are you doing? Oh, you just pee in there or something. We're gonna rip along this side. I'll probably rip along here too. I probably won't worry about that side too much, but at least the kind of the 3.5 sides here. So okay, let's see once here. This thing will go pretty deep too, so I don't know that I need to go as deep as what it'll go. Okay, we got the ripping all done. We definitely hit a good sized root in here somewhere. I felt the tractor shudder on that one, but then all the rest pretty much just little smaller roots. Nothing of too big a significance, I don't think. Surprisingly, I didn't hit anything big over there. I would have thought by that tree right there there'd be some roots, but again, not a whole lot, so that's a good thing. Now we're going to go ahead and start putting the stakes in. Well, I think that's going to do it for the gardening here today. We got the stakes pounded up all the way around, and I got some shorter stakes kind of spread out here and there. Again, once we figure out what kind of fence we're putting up, I'll probably have to put some more stakes in, or maybe take some out. I don't know. We'll have to see once I win. And we'll probably have to have some sort of gate system over on this side here so we can get into the garden. Again, I'm not sure what that's going to look like in that one. Like I said, got to figure out what kind of fence we're going to be getting here. The wife also has all the strawberries cleaned up here, and I got to say, they look a whole lot nicer. And then we're kind of finishing up on the raspberries, Kevin. Just cutting off some of the dead branches here from over the winter. You always end up with a little bit of a winter kill in there, so getting that cleaned up. I just finished cleaning up down along all the bottom of the raspberries here. And these are black raspberries here. And we have some, I think they're royal purples or something like that over here. Looks like I should probably clean up around those here too a minute before we call it
I never
for now. But
those before I met you.
Yeah, royal purples, they are good. They are really good. So I'm hoping we get some. Oh, we just planted them here last fall, and so I'm hoping we get some off it. We'll see once here. I would think we would, but usually the first time you plant the raspberries, at least the first year, they don't produce anything. They just grow. So these are just planted here last fall. Same thing with the ones on the end. We might not get anything off those here this year. I'm not sure. But these we planted last spring. The ones in the middle here, so those should be producing here this year. At least I'm hoping anyway, because again, black raspberries, those are good. Anyway, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And until next time.